viewers, welcome to CMO online class. We are going to look at, in our last class we stopped at evaluation on number base, conversion of order base to base 10, and we stopped at evaluation. So now I'm going to take the correction on the evaluation. We are going to look at it, the different solutions on each of them. The question says convert the following to base 10. We have different numbers here with their different bases. So we are going to look at each of them with their different bases. So let's look at the first one. We have this A. We have what? 1, 1, 0, 1, 2. So we want to work on this on base 2 to convert this to base 10. So I'm going to bring out what? 1, the first number, times your base 2 raised to power. Count the number that is left, 1, 2, 3. So we have 1 raised to power 3. Plus, go to the next digit number, 1 times your base 2 raised to power 2. Remember, if you're going in descending order now. Then we have what? Plus 0 times your base raised to power 1. Plus 1 times your base, which is 2 raised to power 0. So we now come down. 1 times 2 raised to power 3 is what? 8. That is 2 into 3 places. So we have this as what? 8. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2 will give us what? 4. Plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 will give us 2. Plus 1 times any 2 raised to power 0 will give us 1. So we times 1 times 8 will give us 8. Plus 1 times 4 will give us 4. Plus 0 times 2 will give us 0. Plus 1 times 1 will give us what? 1. So we add up now. 8 plus 4 will give us 12. Plus 1, 13. So 13 to base 10. So we say therefore, I'm going to write therefore 1, 1, 0, 1, 2 is equals to 13 to base 10. Then we look at the next one, B. We have 1, 4, 5 to base 8. 1, 4, 5 to base 8. So now we are going to pick out each of them using their different base. We pick out the first number, use the base, put your power, then we'll continue. So now the first number we have there is what? 1, which is 1 times our base is what? 8. Count how many number that is left after we have picked the 1. We have what? 1, 2. So that is raised to power 2. Plus, go to the next number, which is what? 4 times your base, which is what? 8. How many number that is left after we have picked your 4? It's 1 digit number, so raised to power 1. Times the last number we have there is what? 5. Times your base is what? 8 raised to power 0, because there's no other number there. So that is why I said earlier that once you have gotten your first power, know that it's moving in descending order to make it easier for you to get your power. So you move it to descending order till you get to what? 0. So now we are going to solve now by saying 8 times 8 will give us what? 64. We have 1 times 1 times 8 times 8, which is 8 raised to power 2, will give us what? 64. Plus 4 times 8 raised to power 1 will give us what? 8. Plus 5 times anything raised to power 0 will give us what? 1. So put our 1 here. Then we'll times 1 times 64 will give us 64. Plus 8 times 4 will give us 32. Plus 5 times 1 will give us what? 5. Then we add up. So 64 plus 32 plus 5 will give us what? 101 to base 10. So this is our answer. Then the other one we have there is what? 3F to base 16. Now we are working on what? You can see that we have an alphabet here. It's different from other examples we did. So now we have an alphabet here. So in these hexadecimal values, we are going to pick the number for F. And so let's go down. So the first one we are going to do, we are going to bring out our value, our first number, just like the way we did others. But the only thing there is that in place of the alphabet, you put in the value, then you use your multiply it with your base. So we have this as well. 3 times 16 raised to power was 1, because we have only one digit number left. Then plus f times 16. This is the f times 16 raised to power 0. So we come down, we have this as 3 times 16 times 1 will give us what? 16. Plus f is represented as what? 15. In hexadecimal. So we are going to place of f, we are going to put what? 15 times 16. Now we have this as 16 raised to power 0. So anything raised to power 0 will give us what? 1. So we are going to put times 1. A represents 10. That is how it goes. It's under hexadecimal values. And so in place of f represents 15. So in place of f, we are putting 15. So that is it. So we are going to times now. 3 times 16 will give us 48. 15 times 1 will give us 15. So we add up 48 plus 15 will give us 63. 48 plus 15 give us 63. So we have this as 63 to base 10. So I'm going to say therefore 3f to base 16 is equal to 63 to base 10. That is our answer. So we are going to take the last number we have there, which is 210 to base 3. 210 to base 3. So we have this as 2. Bring the first number 2 times your base 3 raised to power. You count how many numbers left after we have picked the one you are using 2. So what we have that is many is what? 1, 2, which is raised to power 2. Plus go to the next digit number there, which is what? 1. Times your base 3 raised to power 1. We have only 0 here, which is one digit number. So that is why we're having 1 there. Or you use the descending order format. Once you have gotten your first power, know that it's moving downward till you get to what? 0. So the next one we have here is what? Plus 0 times your base 3 raised to power what? 0. So the next one I'm going to do, we are going to simplify by saying 2 times 3 raised to power 2 is going to as 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 will give us what? 9. Plus 1 times 3 raised to power 1 is what? 3. Times, you can see this 0 times n raised to power 0 here is what? 1. So I'm putting my 1 there. So we have this as 2 times 9 will give us 18. Plus 1 times 3 will give us what? 3. Plus 0 times 1 will give us what? 0. So we add up now. 18 plus 3 will give us what? 21. So this is the answer to base 10. So I'm going to say therefore 210 to base 3. 210 to base 3 is equal to 21 to base 10. So that is our answer.